United States Government Assistance to Business. Chapter 1. Government Aid to Business 1. Start at usa.gov and careeronestop.org for business information. USA.gov has a grants section. They give grants to some businesses. There are business resources at careeronestop.org. Try the Toolkit section. Angel Capital Electronic Network /AceNet. sba.gov/services/financial assistance/index.html. sbc.senate.gov/public/index.cfm/access to capital. The U.S. Small Business Administration, in cooperation with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the University of New Hampshire's Whitmore School of Business and Economics, has developed a system to bring investors and businesses in need of equity capital together. This program brings all manner of businesses, not just small, looking for money and investors together over the Internet. There are conditions like a value of over $1 million for the investor and a fee for the business to get listed. AceNet stands for Access to Capital Electronic Network. Investors may be private individuals or investment businesses. Small businesses must be able to sell a certain part of the company, which means that it must be a corporation or limited liability company which can be broken down into shares and sold. Some businesses cannot participate, such as oil and gas businesses, partnerships, joint ventures and sole proprietorships. Small Business Innovative Research Programs. The Small Business Innovative Research Programs is a federal program which offers research money to small businesses who create new products, generally high-tech, and gives them a chance to sell them to either of a number of federal agencies who participate in the program. Basically, the procedure is to submit a proposal. If they like it, they give you research and development money, then help you sell it. For more information, contact the relevant office. Small Business Innovation. SBIR.gov. National Bureau of Standards. Administration Building. Gaithersburg, Maryland 20899. 202-921-3751. NIST.gov. If you are planning to export products, they will tell you about international standards. Advanced Technology Program. National Institute of Standards and Technology. U.S. Department of Commerce. 800-287-3863. NIST.gov. This government agency helps businesses with research ideas to develop the product. Each of the following agencies has a Small Business Innovative Research Program. Contact them for more information. Preface your letters with Small Business Innovative Research Program. Department of Agriculture. 901 D St. SW. Number 323. Washington, D.C. 20250. 202-401-4002. 202-720-2791. USDA.gov. Department of Commerce. 301-713-3565. 202-482-2000. DOC.gov. Department of Defense. Number 20340. Pentagon. Washington, D.C. 20301. 800-225 DTIC. DefenseLink.mil. Department of Education. 1900 M St. N.W. Number 722. Washington, D.C. 20208. 202-708-5366. ed.gov. Department of Energy. 301-903-5867. DOE.gov. Department of Health and Human Services. 200 Independence Avenue. SW. Number 513D. Washington, D.C. 20201. 202-690-7300. 202-496-1968. HHS.gov. Department of Transportation. Kendall SQ. Cambridge, Massachusetts 01242. 617-494-2051. dot.gov. Environmental Protection Agency. 401M St. SW. A149C. Washington, D.C. 20460. 800-368-5888. es.epa.gov/ncerqa. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. 250 E St. SW. Number 380. Washington, D.C. 20024. 202-488-2931. 202-358-0000. NASA.gov. National Science Foundation. 1800 G St. NW. Washington, D.C. 20550. 202-653-5002. 202-357-9859. nsf.gov. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Mail drop NLS 007. Washington, D.C. 20555. 301-492-3625. 301-492-4297. nrc.gov. The U.S. Federal Government Minority Business Development Agency. mbeta.gov. twitter.com/usmbeta. youtube.com/channel/ucc7trm0vkktmpxuco7iypzq. facebook.com/usmbeta. linkedin.com/groups?mark@=9411978%trk=myg_ugrp_ovr. instagram.com/usmbeta. Chapter 2. A U.S. Government Business Office Guide. Some government business offices. If you're looking for information regarding business matters and products, the following departments probably have an expert who can help you out, but you might have to dig into their entrails to find what you want, meaning to be persistent. Entrepreneur.com/article/0,312036,00.html, 40 government sites you can't live without. BEA.gov, U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, Department of Commerce. Export.gov, U.S. Export Government Portal. SBA.gov, U.S. Small Business Administration. ajb.dni.us/ America's Job Bank. ajb.org. nbc.gov, National Business Center. sba.gov. dmdc.osd.mil/doors, military. doc.gov, commerce. dol.gov, labor. dws.state.ut.us/bls, labor statistics. fedcenter.com. federaljobs.net. fedjobs.com. fedmarket.com. fedworld.gov. fedworld.com. firstgov.gov. gpo.gov, Government Printing Office. sba.gov. stats.bls.gov/comhome.hdm. stats.bls.gov/oeshome.hdm. tscm.com. Association Information Central. American Society of Association Executives. 1575 I St. NW. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-626-2747. Will provide business information. Bureau of Economic Analysis. 1401 K St. NW. Washington, D.C. 20230. 202-523-0777. bea.doc.gov. Public Information Officer. Bureau of the Census. Customer Services Information. Washington, D.C. 20233. 301-763-4051. Census.gov. Census Data User Services. If you're a business person and think that their census results might help your market studies, Contact them about their publications. Consumer Product Safety Commission. Division of Corrective Actions. East-West Towers. 4330 East-West Highway. Bethesda, Maryland 20814. 301-504-0608. 800-638 CPSC. cpsc.gov. They take action to correct faulty products. Environmental Protection Agencies. Small Business Ombudsman. 800-368-5888. EPA.gov. Help with getting your business up to PAR regarding federal pollution laws. Export-Import Bank of the U.S. 811 Vermont Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20571. 202-566-8990. XM.gov. Farmers Home Administration. Department of Agriculture. Washington, D.C. 20250-0700. 202-447-7967. USDA.gov. Major Loan and Grant Agency for companies located in rural areas. Federal Communications Commission, FCC. 1919 M. St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20554. 202-632-5050. FCC.gov. Information about television and radio communications. Federal Trade Commission. Public Reference Division. 6th and Pennsylvania Ave NW. Number 130. Washington, D.C. 20580. 202-326-2258. 202-523-3598. FTC.gov. Information about the legal aspects of doing business. House Committee on Small Business. 2361 Rayburn House Office Building. Washington, D.C. 20515. 202-225-5821. House.gov. International Trade Administration. 14th St. and Constitution Ave. NW. Washington, D.C. 20230. 202-377-3808. 202-482-5487. ita.doc.gov. Publications. National Bureau of Standards. Administration Building. Gaithersburg, Maryland 20899. 202-921-3751. NIST.gov. If you are planning to export products, they will tell you about international standards. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. 200 Constitution Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20210. 202-523-8148. OSHA.gov. Office of Business Liaison. 14th St. and Constitution Ave. NW. Washington, D.C. 20230. 202-482-3176. DOC.gov. Overseas Private Investment Corporation. 1129 20th St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20527. 202-653-2800. OPIC.gov. Senate Committee on Small Business. Russell Senate Office Building. Number 428A. Washington, D.C. 20510. 202-224-5175. Senate.gov. Service Corps of Retired Executives, SCORE. 409 3rd St. Southwest. 6th FL. Washington, D.C. 20416. 800-634-0245. 202-205-6762. SCORE.org. A volunteer organization which pairs up a new business owner with an older seasoned vet who acts like a mentor and coaches him or her on all areas of the business. U.S. International Trade Commission. 701 East Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20436. 202-523-0036. 202-532-0161. usitc.gov. This commission goes out and researches products to determine if they are worthy of profitable production and export to outside markets. If you want to know whether a product has been investigated, call the above number. If you already know that a product has been investigated and want the report, call 202-523-5178 and they will mail it to you. U.S. Postal Service. 800-238-3150. 202-268-2284. USPS.gov. Guide to Business Mail Preparation. State and Federal Government Business Assistance Offices by State. This section is a mix of federal and state government offices that help business owners. Regardless of whether you're a man, woman, minority, or whatever, contact the following offices that are nearest to where you live for more information about state programs, grants, and loans. Be persistent. If one clerk doesn't seem to know what you're talking about, try again with another clerk. Ask about specific minority and/or women's programs. Always network. Ask the agency you're dealing with if they know of any other offices that offer related services. The State Chamber of Commerce could also be a source of information and help. Also, contact the Department of Commerce and Chamber of Commerce in the city or county where you live and ask about any programs they might have to help the small business owner. The small business development offices listed here are the state headquarters for all such offices statewide which offer free business advice to small business owners. Most states have several of these development offices usually located on university campuses throughout the state, so contact the lead office listed here to find the one closest to you. Superintendent of Documents. Government Printing Office. Washington, D.C. 20402. 202-512-1800. access.gpo.gov/su_docs. Book, States and Small Business, a directory of programs and activities, $25. Alabama. Alabama Development Office. 401 Adams Avenue. Number 600. Montgomery, Alabama 36130. 205-242-0400. ado.state.al.us. State Treasurer. 204 State House. Montgomery, Alabama 36130. 205-242-7517. Small Business Development Center. Medical Towers Building. 1717 11th Avenue South. Number 419. Birmingham, Alabama 35294. 205-934-7260. Fax, 205-934-7645. University of Alabama. POB 870397. Tuscaloosa, Alabama 35487. 205-348-7011. Alaska. Department of Commerce. Division of Economic Development. 3601 CST. Anchorage, Alaska 99503. 907-563-2165. state.ak.us/local/akdir.hdm number sign doc. Department of Community and Regional Affairs. Rural Development Fund. 333 West 4th Avenue. Number 220. Anchorage, Alaska 99501. 907-269-4500. Fax, 907-269-4520. Minority Business Development Center. 1577 CST. Number 304. Anchorage, Alaska 99501. 907-274-5400. Small Business Development Centers. 430 West 7th Avenue. Number 110. Anchorage, Alaska 99501. 907-274-7232. Fax 907-274-9524. Arizona. Office of Economic Development. Department of Commerce. 3800 N Central. Number 1500. Phoenix, Arizona 85012. 602-280-1300. Fax 602-280-1339. 800-542-5684. Commerce.state.az. Small Business Development Center. 2411 West 14th St. Number 132. Tempe, Arizona 85281. 602-731-8720. Small Business Development Center. 9215 North Black Canyon Highway. Phoenix, Arizona 85021. 602-943-9818. Fax 602-943-3716. Arkansas. Industrial Development Commission. Small Business Programs. State Capitol Mall. Little Rock, Arkansas 72201. 501-682-1121. Fax 501-682-7341. aedc.state.ar.us. Arkansas Development Finance Authority. 100 Main St. Number 200. Little Rock, Arkansas 72201. 501-682-5908. Fax 501-682-5859. Loans. Economic Development Administration. 700 W Capital. Little Rock, Arkansas 72201. 501-324-5637. California. Department of Commerce. 801 KST. Number 1700. Sacramento, California 95814. 916-322-1394 M Small Business Office. 916-324-1295, Enterprise Zone. 916-324-8211, Small Business Advocate. 916-327 Help Financing. 916-322-1394. Commerce.ca.gov. Office of Small and Minority Business. 1808 14th St. Number 100. Sacramento, California 95814. 916-322-5060. Export Small Business Development Center. 110 East 9th Street, number A761. Los Angeles, California 90079. 213-892-1111. 800-371-1110. Export Small Business Development Center Satellite. 300 Esplanade Drive, number 1020. Oxnard, California 93030. Small Business Helpline. 916-327-4367. 800-303-6600. Colorado. Office of Business Development. 1625 Broadway. Number 1710. Denver, Colorado 80202. 303-892-3840. 800-592-5920. Colorado Housing and Finance Authority. 1981 Blake St. Denver, Colorado 80202. 800-877-2432. Loans. Colorado FMHA State Office. 655 Parfait St. Number E100. Lakewood, Colorado 80215. 236-2801. Loans. Connecticut. Office of Small Business Development. 865 Brooks St. Rocky Hill, Connecticut 06067. 800-392-2122. 203-258-4270. Circ.com. Business Development Division. 217 Washington St. Hartford, Connecticut 06106. 203-522-3730. Small Business Development Center. 368 Fairfield Road. Number 422. Stores, Connecticut 06269. 203-486-4135. D.C., City of Washington. Office of Business Development. 717 14th St. Northwest. 10th FL. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-727-6600. Economic Development Finance Corporation. 1660 L St. N.W. Number 308. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-775-8815. Loans. Small Business Administration. 1111 18th SST. NW. 6th FL. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-634-1500. Fax, 202-634-1803. Minority Business Development Corporation. 1133 15th St. Northwest. Number 1120. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-785-2886. Small Business Development Center. Howard U. 6th and Fairmont. Number 128. Washington, D.C. 20059. 202-806-1550. Delaware. Delaware Development Office. 99 Kings Highway. Dover, Delaware 19903. 302-739-4271. State.to.us. Minority Business Development Agency. 6th FL. 800 French St. Wilmington, Delaware 19801. 302-571-4169. Small Business Development Center. U. Off Delaware. Purnell Hall. Number 5. Newark, Delaware 19716. 302-831-2747. Fax, 302-831-1423. Florida. Bureau of Business Assistance. Department of Commerce. 107 West Gaines St. Number 443. Tallahassee, Florida 32399. 904-488-9357. 800-342-0771. Bureau of Economic Assistance. Department of Community Affairs. 2740 Centerview Drive. Rhine Building. Tallahassee, Florida 32399. 904-488-3581. Loans. Community and Business Loan Program. 4440 Northwest 25th Place. Gainesville, Florida 32606. 904-338-3425. Loans for businesses in rural areas. Florida Small Business Development Center Network. U. of West Florida. 1100 U. Parkway. Pensacola, Florida 32514. 904-474-3016. Fax, 904-474-2092. Minority Business Office. Coger Executive Center. Number 201. 2737 Centerview Drive, Tallahassee, Florida 32399. 904-487-0915. Small and Minority Business Advocate. 501c Collins Building, Tallahassee, Florida 32399. 904-487-4698. Florida Atlantic University, epub 3091. Boca Raton, Florida 33431. 407-338-2273. Small Business Development Center, University of Central Florida, epub 2500 Building Seba 2. Orlando, Florida 32816. 407-823-5554. University of West Florida, College of Business, Building 8. Pensacola, Florida 33251. 904-474-2908. Georgia, Department of Community Affairs, 1200 Equitable Building, 100 Peachtree, Atlanta, Georgia 30303. 404-656-6200. dca.state.ga.us. Economic Development Administration, 401 West Peachtree STNE. Number 1820. Atlanta, Georgia 30308. 404-730-3002. Minority Business Development Agency, 401 West Peachtree STNE. Number 1820. Atlanta, Georgia 30308. 404-730-3300. Small and Minority Business Affairs, 200 Piedmont Avenue, SE. West Tower number 1620. Atlanta, Georgia 30334. 404-656-6315. Small Business Development Center, U. of Georgia, 1180 East Broad St. Athens, Georgia 30602. 404-542-6785. Fax, 404-542-6776. International Trade Development Center, University of Georgia/Chicopee Complex, 1180 East Broad Street, Athens, Georgia 30602. Small Business Development Center, Kennesaw College, epub 444. Marietta, Georgia 30061. 404-423-6450. Small Business Development Center, Clayton State College, epub 285. Morrow, Georgia 30260. 404-961-3440. Hawaii, Small Business Information Service, epub 2359. Honolulu, Hawaii 96804. 808-586-2600. Hawaii.gov. Hawaii Capital Loan Program, epub 2359. Honolulu, Hawaii 96804. 808-586-2576. Minority Business and Development Center, 1132 Bishop St. Hawaiian Tower number 1. Number 1000. Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. 808-531-6232. Small Business Center, 735 Bishop St. Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. 808-522-8800. Small Business Development Center, U. of Hawaii, 523 West Lani'Kaula St. Hilo, Hawaii 96720. 808-933-3515. Fax, 808-933-3683. Idaho Economic Development Division, 700 West State St. Number 108. Boise, Idaho 83720. 208-334-2470. idoc.state.id.us. Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. 110 and 27th. Boise, Idaho 83702. 208-344-0150. Fax, 208-343-5321. Small Business Development Center. Boise State U. 1910 U. Drive. Boise, Idaho 83725. 208-385-1640. Fax, 208-385-3877. Illinois Department of Commerce. 100 West Randolph St. Number 3-400. Chicago, Illinois 60601. 312-814-7179. commerce.state.il.us. Illinois Development Finance Authority. 2 N LaSalle. Number 980. Chicago, Illinois 60602. 312-793-5586. Loans. Small Business Development Center. 620 E. Adams. 6th FL. Springfield, Illinois 62701. 217-524-5856. Fax, 217-785-6328. Illinois World Trade Center, Chicago. 321 North Clark Street, number 550. Chicago, Illinois 60610. 312-467-0550. International Trade Center. Bradley University, Lovelace Hall. Peoria, Illinois 61625. Indiana. Small Business Advocate. 429 N. Pennsylvania. Number 100. Indianapolis, Indiana 46204-1873. 317-226-7272. Fax, 317-226-7259. Department of Economic Development. 840 City County Building. FT. Wayne, Indiana 46802. 219-427-1127. Low Interest Loans. Metro Small Business Assistance Corporation. 306 Civic Center Complex. 1 Martin Luther King Boulevard. NW. Evansville, Indiana 47708. 812-426-5857. Office of Minority and Women Business Development Division. 402 W. Washington. Number W461. Indianapolis, Indiana 46204. 317-232-3061. Small Business Development Center. 1 North Capitol. Number 420. Indianapolis, Indiana 46204. 317-264-6871. Fax, 317-264-3102. Small Business Development Office. Department of Commerce. 1 North Capitol. Number 700. Indianapolis, Indiana 46204. 317-232-8888. Iowa. Department of Economic Development. 200 East Grand Avenue. Des Moines, Iowa 50309. 515-242-4700. 515-242-4819. 210 Walnut. Number 749. Des Moines, Iowa 50309. 515-284-4422. Fax, 515-284-4574. Small Business Development Center. Iowa State U. Chamblin Building. 137 Lynn Avenue. Ames, Iowa 50010. 515-292-6351. Fax 515-292-0020. Kansas Business Clearinghouse. Department of Commerce and Housing. 700 Southwest Harrison St. Number 1300. Topeka, Kansas 66603. 913-296-5298. kansascommerce.com. Kansas Venture Capital, Inc. 1 Main Place. Number 806. Wichita, Kansas 67202. 316-262-1221. Loans. Office of Minority Business. 700 Southwest Harrison St. Number 1300. Topeka, Kansas 66603. 913-296-3805. Small Development Center. 1845 N Fairmont. Wichita, Kansas 67260. 316-689-3193. Fax 316-689-3647. Kentucky Business Information Clearinghouse. 2200 Capitol Plaza Tower. Frankfort, Kentucky 40601. 800-242-1545. state.ky.us/edc/bic.htm. Kentucky Cabinet for Economic Development. Capitol Plaza. 21st FL. Frankfort, Kentucky 40601. 502-564-2064. 800-633-2007. Kentucky Development Finance Authority. Capitol Plaza Tower. 24th FL. Frankfort, Kentucky 40601. Loans. Minority Business Council. 1 Riverfront Plaza. Number 804. Louisville, Kentucky 40202. 502-625-0135. Small Business Development Center. University of Kentucky. 225 Business and Economics Building. Lexington, Kentucky 40506. 606-257-7668. Fax 606-258-1907. Louisiana Department of Economic Development. 101 France St. Number 115. Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70804. 504-342-3000. Small Business Development Center. Northeast Louisiana U. Number 2-57. Monroe, Louisiana 71209. 318-342-5506. Fax 318-342-5510. Louisiana International Trade Center. University of New Orleans. 368 Business Administration. New Orleans, Louisiana 70148. 504-286-6978. Maine Department of Economic and Community Development. State House Number 59. Augusta, Maine 04333. 800-872-3838. Finance Authority of Maine. 83 Western Avenue. Augusta, Maine 04332. 207-623-3263. Small Business Development Center. U. of Southern Maine. 99 Falmouth St. Portland, Maine 04103. 207-780-4420. Fax 207-780-4810. Small Business Development Center. University of Southern Maine. 96 Falmouth Street. Portland, Maine 04103. 207-780-4420. 4420. Maryland. Business Assistance Center. 217 E Redwood. 10th FL. Baltimore, Maryland 21202. 301-333-6975. mdbusiness.state.md.us. Small Business Advocate. 30 Hudson St. Annapolis, Maryland 21401. 301-974-7942. Small Business Development Center. 217 E Redwood. 10th FL. Baltimore, Maryland 21202. 410-333-6995. Fax, 410-333-6609. Massachusetts Business Development. Office of Business Development. 1 Ashburton Place. 21st FL. Boston, Massachusetts 02108. 617-727-3221. magnet.state.ma.us/mobd. Community Development Finance Corporation. 10 Poe Square. Number 1090. Boston, Massachusetts 02109. 617-482-9141. Office of Minority and Women Business Assistance. 100 Cambridge St. Boston, Massachusetts 02202. 617-727-8692. Small Business Development Center. U. of Massachusetts. 205 School of Management. Amherst, Massachusetts 01003. 413-545-6301. Fax, 413-545-1273. Small Business Development Center. University of Massachusetts. Amherst, Massachusetts 01003. 413-545-5580. Michigan. Business Ombudsman. 525 W Ottawa. 5th FL. Law Building. Lansing, Michigan 48909. 800-232-2727. mjc.state.mi.us/mjc. Small Business Advocate. POG 30004. Lansing, Michigan 48909. 517-373-1820. Michigan Strategic Fund. 525 W Ottawa. 5th FL. Law Building. Lansing, Michigan 48909. 517-335-2139. Michigan Small Business Development Center. 2727 2nd Avenue. Detroit, Michigan 48201. 313-577-4848. Fax, 313-577-4222. Center for International Business Development. Michigan State University. 6 Kellogg Center. East Lansing, Michigan 48824. 517-353-4336. Minnesota. Small Business Assistance Office. 900 American Center Building. 150 E. Kellogg Boulevard. St. Paul, Minnesota 55101. 800-657-3858. dted.state.mn.us. Small Business Development Center. 900 American Center Building. 150 E. Kellogg Boulevard. St. Paul, Minnesota 55101. 612-297-5770. Fax, 612-296-1290. Mississippi. Economic and Community Development. 1200 Walter Sillers Building. Jackson, Mississippi 39205. 601-359-3449. Fax, 601-359-2832. disd.state.ms.us. Small Business Development Center. U. of Mississippi. Old Chemistry Building. Number 216. University, Mississippi, 38677. 601-232-5001. Fax, 601-232-5650. Small Business Development Center. International Trade Center. Millsaps College. Jackson, Mississippi, 39210. 601-354-5201, EXT. 407. Missouri. Business Assistance Center. epub 118. Jefferson City, Missouri, 65102. 800-523-1434. ecodev.state.mo.us/mbac. Small Business Development Center. U. of Missouri. Number 300. U.PL. Columbia, Missouri, 65211. 314-882-0344. Fax, 314-884-4297. Montana. Department of Commerce. 1424 9th Avenue. Helena, Montana, 59620. 406-444-3923. com/mtgov. Board of Investments. Office of Development Finance. Capital STA. Helena, Montana, 59620. 406-442-1970. Loans. Disadvantaged and Women Business Enterprise. 2701 Prospect Avenue. Helena, Montana, 59620. 406-444-6331. Small Business Development Center. 1424 9th Avenue. Helena, Montana, 59620. 406-444-4780. Fax, 406-444-2808. Nebraska. Department of Economic Development. 301 Centennial Mall South. Lincoln, Nebraska, 68509. 800-426-6505. Fax, 402-471-3778. ded.state.ne.us. Nebraska Investment Finance Authority. 1033 OST. Number 218. Lincoln, Nebraska, 68508. 402-434-3900. Loans. Minority Business Development Agency. 11145 Mill Valley Road. Omaha, Nebraska, 68154. 402-221-4691. Fax, 402-221-3680. Small Business Development Center. U. of Nebraska. 60th and Dodge. Number 407. Omaha, Nebraska, 68182. 402-554-2521. Fax, 402-554-3747. Nevada. Commission on Economic Development. Capitol Complex. Carson City, Nevada, 89710. 702-687-4325. Fax, 702-687-4450. State.nv.us. Women and Minority Business Assistance. 3770 Howard Hughes Parkway. Number 295. LV, Nevada, 89158. 702-486-7282. Small Business Development Center. U. of Nevada. College of Business Administration. Number 411. Reno, Nevada, 89577. 702-784-1717. Fax, 702-784-4305. New Hampshire. Small Business Advocate. 172 Pembroke Road, Concord, New Hampshire 03302. 603-271-2591. Fax, 603-271-2629. ded.state.nh.us. Small Business Development Center. U. of New Hampshire. 108 McConnell Hall, Durham, New Hampshire 03824. 603-862-2200. Fax, 603-862-4468. New Jersey. Office of Small Business Assistance. 20 W State, CN 835. Trenton, New Jersey 08625. 609-292-3860. nj.com/business. Economic Development Authority. Capital PL. 1. 2S. Warren St., CN 990. Trenton, New Jersey 08625. 609-292-1800. Loans. Office of Urban Enterprise Zones. 20 West State St. CN 829. Trenton, New Jersey 08625. 609-292-1912. Small Business Development Center. Rutgers Graduate School of Management. U. Heights. 180 University Avenue, Newark, New Jersey 07102. 201-648-5950. Fax, 201-648-1110. New Mexico. Department of Economic Development. 1100 St. Francis Drive, Joseph Montoya Building, Santa Fe, New Mexico 87503. 505-827-0300. Fax, 505-827-0407. edd.state.nm.us. Small Business Development Center. Santa Fe Community College. POB 4187. Santa Fe, New Mexico 87502. 505-438-1362. Fax, 505-438-1237. New York. Small Business Division. 1 Commerce PLA. Albany, New York 12245. 518-474-7756. empire.state.ny.us. Small Business Division. 1515 Broadway, NYC 10036. 212-827-6150. 800 State, New York. Minority and Women's Business. 1 Commerce PLA. Albany, New York 12245. 518-474-6346. Minority and Women's Business. 1515 Broadway, 52nd FL, NYC 10036. 212-930-9000. New York Job Developmental Authority. 605 3rd Avenue, NYC 1015. 212-818-1700. New York Business Development Corporation. POB 738. Albany, New York 12201. 518-463-2268. Loans. Small Business Development Center. State U. PLA. S523. Albany, New York 12246. 800-732-7232. Fax, 518-465-4992. Small Business Development Center. State University College at Buffalo. 1300 Elmwood Avenue, Buffalo, New York 14222. 716-878-4030. Small Business Development Center. Rockland Community College. 145 College Road. Suffern, New York 10901. 914-356-0381. North Carolina. Department of Economic Development. 430 North Salisbury St. Raleigh, North Carolina 27603. 919-733-4151. Small Business Advocate. 919-571-4154. sbrdc.org. Business License Information Office. 301 West Jones St. Raleigh, North Carolina 27603. 800-228-8443. Small Business Administration District Office. 200 North College St. Number A 2015. Charlotte, North Carolina 28202. 704-344-6563. Fax, 704-344-6769. Small Business Development Center. U. of North Carolina. 4509 Creedmoor Road. Number 201. Raleigh, North Carolina 27612. 919-571-4154. Fax, 919-571-4161. North Dakota. Small Business Advocate. 1833 E Expressway. Bismarck, North Dakota 58504. 701-221-5300. Fax, 701-221-5320. und.nodac.edu/department/cibd/welcome.hdm. Bank of North Dakota. 700 East Main Avenue. Box 5509. Bismarck, North Dakota 58502. 800-224-5685. Center for Business Development. Box 8103. University Sta. U. of N Dakota. Grand Forks, North Dakota 58202. 701-777-3132. Small Business Development Center. U. of N Dakota. 118 Gamble Hall. Grand Forks, North Dakota 58202. 701-777-3700. Fax, 701-777-5099. Ohio. Ohio Department of Development. 77 High St. Columbus, Ohio 43266-0101. 614-466-2718. 800-848-1300. Small Business Development Center. 218N, Huron Street. Toledo, Ohio 43604. 419-243-8191. Small Business Development Center. Lake County Economic Develop. Lakeland Community College. Mentor, Ohio 44080. 216-951-1290. Oklahoma. Small Business Advocate. POG 26980. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73126. 405-841-5236. Fax, 405-841-5199. odoc.state.ok.us. Teamwork, Oklahoma. POG 26980. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73126. 800-879-6552. Free Business Consultation. Oklahoma Development Finance Authority. 301 NW 63rd. Number 225. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73116. 405-848-9687. Small Business Development Center. Southeastern Oklahoma U.S.T.A. A. Box 2584. Durant, Oklahoma 74701. 800-522-6154. Fax 405-924-8531. Small Business Development Center. Rose State College. 6420 Southeast 15th. Midwest City, Oklahoma 73110. Oregon. Department of Economic Development. 775 Summer St. Northeast. Salem, Oregon 97310. 503-373-1225. 503-373-1241. 800-442-8275. econ.state.or.us. Office of Minority, Women, and Emerging Small Businesses. 155 Cottage St. Northeast. 3rd FL. Salem, Oregon 97310. 503-378-5651. Small Business Development Center. Lane Community College. 99 W 10th. Number 216. Eugene, Oregon 97401. 503-726-2250. Small Business Development Center. Portland Community College. One World Trade Center. 121 Southwest Salmon Street, number 210. Portland, Oregon 97204. Pennsylvania. Office of Business Development. 461 Forum Building. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania 17120. 717-783-5700. dced.state.pa.us. Department of Commerce. Government Response Team. 439 Forum Building. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania 17120. 717-787-8199. Fax 717-234-4560. Loans. Minority Business Authority. 1704 State Office Building. 1400 Spring Garden St. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19130. 215-560-3236. Small Business Development Center. U. of Pennsylvania. Wharton School. 444 Vance Hall. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19104. 215-898-1219. Fax 215-573-2135. Small Business Development Center. Lehigh University. International Trade Center. 301 Broadway. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania 18015. 215-758-3930. Small Business Development Center. Gannon University. Carlisle Building, 3rd floor. Erie, Pennsylvania 16541. 814-871-7714. Small Business Development Center. Pennsylvania State University at Harrisburg. Craggs Building. Route 230. Middletown, Pennsylvania 17057. 717-948-6069. Wharton School of Business. University of Pennsylvania. Vance Hall, 4th floor. Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania 19104. 215-898-4861. Small Business Development Center. Duquesne University. Rockwell Hall, Room 10 Concourse. 600 Forbes Avenue. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 15282. 412-434-6233. Rhode Island. Department of Economic Development. 7 Jackson Walkway. Providence, Rhode Island 02903. 401-277-2601. RideC.com. Small Business Advocate. 15 Messenger Drive, Warwick, RI 02888. 800-462-1910. Small Business Development Center, Bryant College. 1150 Douglas Pike, Smithfield, Rhode Island 02917. 401-232-6111. Fax, 401-232-6416. South Carolina State Development Board, POB 927. Columbia, South Carolina 29202. 803-737-0400. Business Development Corporation. Number 225. Enery Building / Koger Center. 111 Executive Center Drive, Columbia, South Carolina 29210. 803-798-4064. Small and Minority Business Assistance. 1205 Pendleton St. Number 437. Columbia, South Carolina 29201. 803-734-0564. Small Business Development Center, U. of South Carolina. College of Business Administration, Columbia, South Carolina 29208. 803-777-5118. South Dakota Office of Economic Development. 711 E. Wells Save, Pierre, South Dakota 57501. 800-872-6190. State.sd.us. Small Business Development Center, U. of South Dakota. 414 E. Clark, Vermilion, South Dakota 57069. 605-677-5272. Fax, 605-677-5427. Tennessee Department of Economic Development. Office of Small Business. Jackson State Office Building, 320 6th Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee 37243. 615-741-2626. 800-342-6671. State.tn.us/ECD. Department of Economic Development. Office of Minority Business Enterprise. Jackson State Office Building, 320 6th Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee 37243. 615-741-2545. 800-251-8594. Small Business Development Center, Memphis State U. South Campus, Memphis, Tennessee 38152. 901-678-2500. Texas Department of Commerce. Small Business Division. POG 12728. Austin, Texas 78711. 800-888-0511. 512-472-5059. tded.state.tx.us. Department of Commerce. Texas Capital Fund. POG 12728. Austin, Texas 78711. 512-320-9649. Loans. Minority Business Development Center, 301 South Frio, San Antonio, Texas 78207. 512-270-4676. Small Business Development Center, Dallas County Community College, 1402 Corinth SST, Dallas, Texas 75215. 214-565-5837. Fax, 214-565-5837. North Texas Small Business Development Center, International Trade Resource Center, 2050 Stemmons Freeway No. 150. Dallas, Texas 75258. 653-1777. Small Business Development Center. University of Houston. 601 Jefferson Street No. 2330. Houston, Texas 77002. 713-752-8404. South Texas Border Small Business Development Center. University of Texas at San Antonio. San Antonio, Texas 78285. 512-224-0791. Utah. Small Business Development Center. 102 W500S. Number 315. Salt Lake City, Utah 84101. 801-581-7905. ce.ex.state.ut.us. State Tax Commission. 160 E300S. Salt Lake City, Utah 84134. 801-530-4848. One-stop setup for your business. Minority Business Program. 350 E500S. Number 101. SLC, Utah 84111. 801-328-8181. Small Business Development Center. U. of Utah. 102 W500S. Number 315. Salt Lake City, Utah 84101. 801-581-7905. Fax 801-581-7814. Vermont. Economic Development Department. 109 State St. Montpelier, Vermont 05609. 800-622-4553. 802-828-3221. state.vt.us/dea/economic/develp.hdm. Vermont Industrial Development Authority. 56 East State St. Montpelier, Vermont 05602. 802-223-7226. Minority Assistance Program. City Hall. Number 32. Burlington, Vermont 05401. 802-865-7177. Small Business Development Center. Number 13. 1 Blair Park. Williston, Vermont 05495. 802-878-0181. Virginia. Office of Small Business. epub 798. Richmond, Virginia 23206. 804-371-8252. vdba.org. Economic Information Services Division. 703 E Main. Richmond, Virginia 23211. 804-786-3047. Publishes the helpful Virginia Business Resource Directory. Small Business Development Center. epub 798. Richmond, Virginia 23206. 804-371-8258. Fax 804-371-8185. Washington. Business Assistance Center. 2001 6th Avenue. Number 2600. Seattle, Washington 98121. 800-237-1233. wa.gov/cted. Business Assistance Center. 919 Lake Ridge Way, SW. Olympia, Washington 98502. 206-753-5632. Department of Community Development. epub 48300. Olympia, Washington 98504. 800-562-5677. Loans. Office of Minority and Women's Business Enterprises. epub 41160. Olympia, Washington 98504. 206-753-9693. Small Business Development Center. Washington State U. 245 Todd Hall. Pullman, Washington 99164. 509-355-1576. Fax, 509-335-0949. International Trade Institute. North Seattle Community College. 9600 College Way North. Seattle, Washington 98103. 206-527-3732. West Virginia. Small Business Development Center. 1115 Virginia St. East. Charleston, West Virginia 25301. 304-558-2960. Fax, 304-558-0127. wvdo.org/sdbc. Wisconsin. Department of Development. epub 7970. Madison, Wisconsin 53707. 608-266-1018. Fax, 608-267-2829. 800 Help Bus. badger.state.wi.us/agencies/commerce. Small Business Development Center. U. of Wisconsin. 432 North Lake St. Number 423. Madison, Wisconsin 53706. 608-263-7794. Fax, 608-262-3878. Wyoming. Department of Commerce. Division of Economic and Community Development. Barrett Building. 4th FL. N. Cheyenne, Wyoming 82002. 800-262-3425. Fax, 307-777-5840. State.wy.us. Small Business Development Center. 111 West 2nd St. Number 416. Casper, Wyoming 82601. 307-235-4825. Fax, 307-473-7243. Chapter 3. Government Business Info. Business Government Database Websites. allbusiness.com/government. sba.gov. usa.gov/business/business_gateway.html. usa.gov/business/business_gateway.html, business and nonprofit gateway. sba.gov, the business gateway to federal resources. fedworld.gov. firstgov.gov/business. gtsi.com, government business. sba.gov. firstgov.gov/business/business_gateway.html. Business government websites/government business websites. access.gpo.gov/congress/cong013, US code. access.gpo.gov/congress/nara/nara005, US code. access.gpo.gov/eop, economic report of the President. access.gpo.gov/nara/cfr/index, code of federal regulations. access.gpo.gov/sa_docs/aces/aces, federal register. access.gpo.gov/sa_docs/index. access.gpo.gov/us budget. answers.usa.gov, frequently asked questions, 800 Fed Info, 800-333-4636. bea.doc.gov/bea/dn/, survey of current business. bea.doc.gov/bea/pubs, Bureau of Economic Analysis. bea.gov, Bureau of Economic Analysis, Department of Commerce. blog.usa.gov/our blog. blog.usa.gov/roller/gov/entry/starting_a_business_government_kin, free government resources and financial assistance for would-be entrepreneurs. bls.gov, Bureau of Labor Statistics. bls.gov, Bureau of Labor Statistics. bls.gov/cex, Consumer Expenditure Survey. bls.gov/eag, US Economy at a Glance. bls.gov/eag/home.htm, Economy at a Glance. bls.gov/iag/iaghome.htm, Industry at a Glance. bls.gov/oco/cgi/home.htm, Career Guide to Industries. bls.gov/oco/home.htm, Occupational Outlook Handbook. bls.gov/ppi, Price Index. bookstore.gpo.gov. sba.gov. sba.gov. sba.gov, Government Rules and Regulations, Access to Services and Resources. sba.gov/expand/franchises, franchises. sba.gov/expand/government-contracting, sell to the government. sba.gov/finance/financing, financial assistance. sba.gov/finance/taxes, business taxes. sba.gov/industries/home-based, home-based businesses. sba.gov/industries/self-employed, self-employment. sba.gov/laws, legal dictionary, lawyer locators, alternative dispute resolution, federal and state laws. sba.gov/register/licenses-and-permits, get a state business license. sba.gov/start, launch a business. sba.gov/t5/small-business-matters. businesslaw.gov. cbdnet.gpo.gov, Commerce Business Daily. cbo.gov, Congressional Budget Office. ccr.gov, contract with the U.S. government, sell them your products. census.gov. census.gov. census.gov/acs, American Community Survey. census.gov/cir, Current Industrial Reports. census.gov/epcd/, Economic Census. census.gov/epcd/cbp/view/cbp view, Country Business Patterns. census.gov/epcd/cbp/view/cbp view.html, County Business Patterns. census.gov/hes/housing, housing and construction. census.gov/SDC, State Data Centers, State and County Quick Facts. census.gov/statub. census.gov/statub, Statistical Abstract of the U.S. census.gov/zbp, zip code business patterns. commerce.gov, U.S. Department of Commerce offers information, advice, and grant programs, including business opportunities supplying goods and services to the federal government. cpsc.gov, Consumer Product Safety Commission. dla.mil/db, get government contracts. doc.gov, Commerce. dol.gov, Labor. dol.gov, U.S. Department of Labor. dol.gov/osbp/sbirifa/main.htm, US Department of Labor, Small Business Resource Center. dolata.gov/business. dot.gov, Transportation. economicindicators.gov. epa.gov, Environmental Protection Agency. epa.gov/epaame/business, Environmental Protection Agency. ers.usda.gov, Agriculture Economic Research Service. esa.doc.gov, Economics and Statistics Administration, Department of Commerce. export.gov. factfinder.census.gov. factfinder.census.gov. fcc.gov, Federal Communications Commission. FDA.gov. Food and Drug Administration. FDIC.gov/QBP, Federal Deposit Insurance Corp. Quarterly Banking Profile. FedBizOpps.gov. FederalReserve.gov/BoardDocs/RPT Congress, Annual Report to Congress. FederalReserve.gov/Policy, Economic Policy. FederalReserve.gov/Pubs. FederalReserve.gov/Releases. FedStats.gov. FedStats.gov. FirstGov.gov. Fisher.lib.virginia.edu/CBP, Country Business Patterns. FSA.usda.gov, Money for Agriculture. FTC.gov, Federal Trade Commission. govinfo.cur.orst.edu. govinfo.cur.orst.edu/race-status, Oregon State Government Information Sharing Project. govinfo.library.unt.edu. govloans.gov, find the right loan for you. gpo.gov, Printing Office, source of publications. gpoaccess.gov, free publications. grants.gov, compete for grants. ins.gov, immigration. irs.gov, Internal Revenue Service. irs.gov/businesses/small/article/0, ID =98350,00.html, get an employer ID number. irs.gov/pub/irs-pdf/p334.pdf, tax guide for small business. irs.gov/taxstats/index.html, to check out companies, click on corporation, then business tax statistics, then corporate sourcebook. irs.ustrees.gov/businesses, tax info for business. ita.doc.gov/td/industry/ot/outlook, industry trade outlook. lexisnexis.com/academic/1university/stat/default. lexisnexis.com/statuniv. lib.umich.edu/govdoc. loc.gov/rr/news/stategov/stategov.html, state government info. minneapolisfed.org/bb, beige book economic archive. mobile.usa.gov, mobile. nas.usda.gov/census, census of agriculture. ntis.gov/search/ National Technical Information Service. osdbulletinweb.dot.gov, females and minorities to get government contracts. osha.gov, occupational safety and health. publications.usa.gov, free publications. quickfacts.census.gov. sba.gov. sba.gov, 800-827-5722, help from the government. sba.gov, 800-827-5722. sba.gov/abouts/ba/sba programs/inv/index.html. sba.gov/abouts/ba/sba programs/inv/inv_success_stories.html. sba.gov/disaster, disaster assistance. sba.gov/financing. sba.gov/financing/lendinvest/lodoc.html, low documentation loan program. sba.gov/financing/loanprog/caplines.html. sba.gov/gopher/local information/small business dev allotment centers. sba.gov/loans/business. sba.gov/managing, managing and growing a business. sba.gov/regions/states.html. sba.gov/sbdc, Small Business Development Corp. sba.gov/sbir/indexesper-sttr.html, Small Business Innovation Research Program, Small Business. sba.gov/services, Small Business Development Centers. sba.gov/starting, starting a business. sba.gov/training, get online training. sba-loan.com. sbaonline.sba.gov. sbaonline.sba.gov, Small Business Administration. sbaonline.sba.gov, U.S. Small Business Administration. sbdcnet.utsa.edu, Small Business Development Center, National Information Clearinghouse. SCORE.org, Service Corps of Retired Executives. SCORE.org, a business mentoring program. SCORE.org, Service Corps of Retired Executives, 800-634-0245, groups and individuals who provide assistance, counseling, and training on small business development. Search.usa.gov. SEC.gov, Securities and Exchange Commission. sec.gov/info/smallbus.html. Service.gov. ssa.gov/employer/area2b.htm, file wage reports. Statelocalgov.net. stat-usa.gov. stat-usa.gov, Business Stats. stls.frb.org/fred, Economic Database. Technology Transfer Program, STTR. test.usbta.gov, Trademark Search. thomas.loc.gov. trade.gov/index.asp, International Trade. tradecenter.ntis.gov. trees.gov/bulletin. usasearch.gov. USDA programs to assist small business. USDA.gov, U.S. Department of Agriculture offers information about food safety and preparation. USDA.gov/DA/smallbus, USDA Small Business. USDA.gov/nas/pub/ag stats, agricultural statistics. USDA.manlib.cornell.edu/UDA, agricultural stats. USPS.com, USPS.gov, Postal Service. USBTA.gov, Patents and Trademarks. USBTA.gov, Patents and Trademarks. USBTA.gov/EBC, Patent Application. USBTA.gov/web/offices/AC/IDO/PTDL/index, Patent and Trademark Depository Libraries. USBTA.gov/web/offices/PAC/DOC/G General, Patents. USBTA.gov/web/offices/TAC/DOC/Basic, Trademarks. VBA.va.gov/BLN/VRE/info_for_vet.htm, Veterans in Business. Whitehouse.gov. Whitehouse.gov/FSBR/ESBR, Economic Statistics Briefing Room. U.S. Department of Labor. Employment Standards Administration. 200 Constitution Avenue, NW. Washington, D.C. 20210. DOL.gov. U.S. Department of Labor, DOL, provides information and publications about compliance with federal labor laws. United States Department of Labor. Francis Perkins Building. 200 Constitution Avenue Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20210. 877-889-5627. DOL.gov. Small Business Administration, SBA. For your nearest office, consult the telephone directory under U.S. Government. 800-827-5722. SBA.gov. Service Corps of Retired Executives, SCORE. 409 3rd Street SW, 6th floor. Washington, D.C. 20024. 800-634-0245. SCORE.org. Sponsored by the Small Business Administration, SCORE is a national organization of business executives who volunteer to provide free seminars to business people. Small Business Development Centers, SBDC. SBA.gov/SBDC Private groups and individuals who provide assistance, counseling, and training on small business development. Government Printing Office Publications. Superintendent of Documents. Washington, D.C. 20402-9328. GPOaccess.gov. U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA. U.S. Department of Agriculture. 12th Street and Independence Avenue, SW. Washington, D.C. 20250. USDA.gov. The USDA offers information about food safety and preparation. U.S. Department of Commerce, DOC. U.S. Department of Commerce. Office of Business Liaison. 14th Street and Constitution Avenue, NW. Room 5898C. Washington, D.C. 20230. Commerce.gov. This agency offers information, advice, and grant programs, including business opportunities supplying goods and services to the federal government. U.S. Department of Labor, DOL. Employment Standards Administration. 200 Constitution Avenue, NW. Washington, D.C. 20210. DOL.gov. The DOL provides information and publications about compliance with federal labor laws. U.S. Food and Drug Administration. 5600 Fishers Lane. Rockville, Maryland 20857-0001. Washington, D.C. 20402. 888-463-6332. FDA.gov. Information about packaging and labeling requirements for food products. Chapter 4. A Government Grant Guide. Business Government Grants. I list some websites here that offer grant information for a fee. Some try to scam you out of as much money as possible by stringing you along on hope for fee after fee. Others try to sell you the same information that you can get free on the government websites, which I'll admit are convoluted, so some people selling grant information like lescobooks.com are honestly trying to simplify the information. sba.gov/t5/loans-grants-advisors/government-grant-scams, government grant scams, loans, and grants advisor. businessweek.com/smallbiz/0001/SA0001111.htm, The Myth of Free Government Money, a perennial and pernicious scam. cfda.gov, Catalog of Federal Domestic Assistance. smallbusinessgrants.biz. yourfundingguide.org. 1-able-government-grant-freemoney.com, an internet resource guide on how and where to obtain personal and business government grant money. 2-small-business-grant.html. allbusiness.com. allbusiness.com/specialty-businesses/minority- bizmove.com, a comprehensive free resource of small business information, small business government grants. sba.gov/guides/finance/financing, small business loans and grants. business-grants-loans.com. capitalpublications.com, 888-384-9608, free government grants. easyarticles.com, free small business government grants. freegovernmentmoney.us. freegovmoney.net. freegovmoney.us. freegrantsources.com. gemdate.com, government grants and small business resources. getfreegrants.info. governmentalgrants.com/small_business_grants.htm. governmentbusinessgrantsno.com. governmentfederalgrants.com. government-grant.com. governmentgrants.org. governmentgrants.vg. government-grants-101.com. government-grants-funding.com. governmentgrants-us.com, grants.gov, grantsector.com, grantseekerpro.com, grants-government.com, grants-loans.org, lescobooks.com. Owned businesses. proposalwriter.com/governmentgrants.html, sba.gov/services/financial assistance, small-business-grants.biz, small-business-grants-direct-tory.com, small-business-grants-loans.com, usa.gov, usagovernmentgrants.org/business_grants.html. Government grant websites. I list some websites here that offer grant information for a fee. Some try to scam you out of as much money as possible by stringing you along on hope for fee after fee. Others try to sell you the same information that you can get free on the government websites, which I'll admit are convoluted, so some people selling grant information like lescobooks.com are honestly trying to simplify the information. ftc.gov/opa/2004/03/grantresources.htm, watch out for scams. sba.gov/t5/loans-grants-advisors/government-grant-scams, government grant scams, loans, and grants advisor. grants.gov. cfda.gov, Catalog of Federal Domestic Assistance. 1-able-government-grant-freemoney.com, an internet resource guide on how and where to obtain personal and business government grant money. capitalpublications.com, 888-384-9608, free government grants. freegovernmentmoney.us, freegovmoney.net, freegovmoney.us, freegrantsources.com, gemdate.com, government grants and small business resources. getfreegrants.info, governmentalgrants.com, governmentfederalgrants.com, government-grant-grant.com, governmentgrants.org, governmentgrants.vg, government-grants-101.com, government-grants-funding.com, government-grants-us.com, grantsector.com, grantseekerpro.com, grants-government.com, grants-loans.org, lescobooks.com, proposalwriter.com/governmentgrants.html, usa.gov, usagovernmentgrants.org, U.S. Congress, Washington, D.C. 20515, 202-224-3121, House.gov, free booklet grants and foundation support.